This is the wrap up with Chatting with Chrissy Ann, and I am your host tonight, Chrissy Ann. And tonight's panel we have Father Menace and Nick
Hello.
Ginbase. How you fellas doing tonight?
Good.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm doing good. I'm doing all right.
We're doing all right. It's
Hey,
Friday night. We're doing all right, man.
Hey, it's
So
Friday night.
good.
It's after midnight for me, so I'm gonna let it all hang out. You know what I mean?
All right. It's Friday night. I keep doing that. You guys are, you all need to remind me
Of what?
to not have the volumes up.
Come on, Christiane.
I know. It's Friday night, right? I get an excuse, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's a lot that happened this week. Did you hear about Smollett getting the 64 counts?
I thought it was 64. I thought it was 16.
Oh, it's 16. I think it calculates to 64 years. My bad. My bad.
64 years. He's not getting 64 years.
No.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna get a slap on his sweet ass. Is what's gonna happen.
He'll probably like it though.
He's like, please don't slap me in the ass.
Okay, do it again.
Okay, one more time. Just do it one more time for me, please. Just one.
Okay, a little more to the left. A little more to the left.
No, Mr. Officer. Don't get your nightstick out. Don't do that.
If you're gonna slap me on my sweet ass, at least wear a MAGA hat, goddammit.
Don't get your handcuffs out. No.
Uh-oh.
I mean, listen, guys. I had a tattoo of a bullseye all around my butthole. It shouldn't be that hard.
Oh no. We just need Bob in here now.
And an arrow pointing exactly where it needs to be inserted. It shouldn't be that hard. Put on that goddamn MAGA hat.
Super cereal.
Yeah, he's gonna make one fine bitch in prison.
Hey, you that Smollett guy? Yeah, we're gonna see how small you are.
Oh no.
Real quick. I'll slather some mashed potatoes in them cheeks. We'll see, Smollett.
Is that the all-you-can-eat buffet?
It sure is.
Oh no.
Oh, I think you got a pretty smile.
You got pretty mouth. I like your teeth.
I don't think this Jesse guy was on it. I don't think he was on his own, scheming this thing on his own. I think he had help from a handful of people, and I think we're going to see who that is.
Yeah. I wonder if he's going to rat. I wonder if there was some political puppeteers behind all this. Kamala Harris, perhaps?
Oh God, there's no, where is all the white racism? Where is it? Where is it? God damn it, we gotta manufacture it. We can't find it anywhere.
You think they would at least hired white people to do it. But they hired Nigerians. They hired black people to oppress a black person.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, come on, really?
You want to talk about the definition of libtard?
Is that still considered a hate crime then, or?
It should.
Well, they're black on black crime.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, so what do we got? We got like Jesse, and we got AOC. She's always puking up some sort of nonsense out of her pie hole.
Did you hear what happened to her? I like to have oversight committees on ICE. Needs to have her own oversight committee. There was a little mishandling of just a little under $1 million in campaign funds.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her boo is on the taxpayer payroll and has a White House email address. What is that?
Yeah. Well, do as I say, not as I do.
Right?
There you go. Bunch
Wait,
of
right.
What?
Don't you all wish you had a sugar mama in Congress?
Yeah, I want my sugar mama to be what's her name of Georgia that lost. What's her name again? Abrams.
Abrams?
Yeah, that's what I want my sugar mama to be.
I mean, it's a lot of sugar mama.
She looks like a Cabbage Patch doll.
She does, kind of, yeah, slightly.
Even the teeth thing is going on.
Well, you know what the gap in the teeth is for.
I don't know.
Toothpick?
Nah, I don't want to get X-rated, so we'll just keep it clean.
Oh, see, now you let everybody down. Come on.
All right, it's what she does is she fills her mouth up full of milk and then she spits it through her teeth.
It's like a water gun, but for milk out of your mouth.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. We'll keep it clean. We'll keep it clean.
Oh, that's a bad visual. Bad visual. Glad this is midnight your time. Still prime time here, though.
So what else? AOC, Jesse, who else?
We got AOC, Jesse, Joe Biden. You know, all this collusion stuff that's going on right now, there's a lot of collusion going on Joe Biden's side and China. He's been meeting with some high-ranking people during the Obama administration. And it has his son, Hunter, was doing some business dealings out in China. And they're connected to the Heinz family. And they started their own company. And after the Heinz family and Biden family joined forces to make this company, Biden meets with the president in China in 2013. And yet they're doing a 2-year investigation on Trump and collusion.
Yeah. What do you expect from the butt liquor bunch?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to be really interesting because I think Trey Gowdy and I think you're all right there, Nick?
Nick,
are you playing with turtles?
No. Nick
He's not. He's sleeping.
Nick's got that new KY jelly gel.
Yeah, I put the his on me and the hers on my hand.
Yeah. What I put the hers. I put the her. I got a mannequin, so I put the hers on her hand.
There you go.
Hey, I have 3 accounts to give away today. 3 pro accounts to Liberty Rush to give away today.
All right.
So the first one to show a number 1 on the chat gets a Liberty Count Pro account for free.
Free, son. Free.
Free.
Better hurry up.
Better hurry.
Press that 1.
Press that 1. And did you hear about our contest too?
No. What? Tell us about the contest.
We have 2 contests going on right now. One, if you send a free. Oh, Muhammad, what? Oh, nope. It's DA. DA has it. I will send you the link to your free pro account, DA. And our other contest is for a free pair of socks. Ooh. If you send me a video on my Liberty Rush account with you saying the person that says damn it the best will win a free pair of Bob socks. I mean, you can't go wrong with Bob socks, right? I mean, this is sexy right here. Like, it's soft. Look at that. Look at me and Bob right now.
Yeah.
Nick, I swear I'm going to beat the crap out of you.
Mm.
Stupid.
I'm sorry. I won't do that again. I'm sorry.
It's Friday night.
Congratulations, DA. You won a free account, pro account.
I
No
apologize.
censorship. No
censorship.
listening to.
What's
So,
next?
can somebody like strangle Nick, please?
Actually, I'm currently in. I'm in a kiddie pool, hanging out with some dogs, and I got my MAGA hat on here.
Oh, really?
Jovi went to a rally today. He went to the women's rally.
Did
Yeah.
he?
Douchebags in the house. DA's in the house. Darlene, Troll Ninja, she's in the house. Michelle's in the house. Habibi's in the house.
So
Rice is in the house. Who else is here?
Rice.
Bob
baby.
is in the house. Nacho. Are you sleeping, Nacho? Nacho man. Did you all see the turtle video? The new one?
the new one? The new one. We must see it.
All right, hold on a second. Let me get it up. You know,
I'm all up for some turtle porn.
you know, it's not Friday night unless you see two turtles mating.
Yes.
Oh man, they're not mating. I mean, it's just downright. I mean, turtle sex is just nasty.
It's dirty South. Can y'all feel me?
Oh yeah, we got. Let's see here. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Keep it smooth. All right.
Hey, you gotta stop.
Smooth.
Hey, you gotta stop moving, bro. You gotta stop moving, bro. You gotta keep it smooth. Stop moving.
Where's the actual audio? The actual audio.
I can't do it because I'm all plugged in.
Oh no.
She's still figuring that part out.
Yeah, so we had to make it up. Sorry, guys. Well, sorry.
I liked the bitch down on the bottom. I like her hairdo.
You like that hair? It reminds me of somebody. Does it remind you of somebody? I can't just put my finger on it, like Whoopi Moberg or something like that. Oh, Mike Cunt's in the house again.
Wait, Mike Oxlund's in here too?
No.
Just Mike Hunt?
Mike Cunt's in the house.
Just Mike Hunt. Oh.
Yo, forbidden information. What's up?
Oh. So yeah, what else is on the grill here? What else? We went through Joe Biden, AOC's in trouble, Jesse Smollett is a retard.
Yeah, and then we've got the new Nancy Pelosi is trying to pass the gun reform.
Another one? What is that? The 10,000th reform? I mean,
yeah, they're trying to raise the age. They're trying, that really bothers me because they're trying to raise the age. They're trying to put all these gun restriction on responsible people. That's the only people that they're hurting. They're not hurting the criminals because when you commit a crime, do you really care about gun laws?
What is she trying to raise the age to?
21.
Okay, well then if we raise the age to 21 to buy guns, then we raise the age to 21 to be able to legally vote. And we raise the age to 21 for everything else that a legal adult can do. End of story. How would they like that?
They wouldn't like that because that's something else that they're trying to do. They're trying to decrease the legal voting age. They're trying to get kids registered at 16 years old.
Dumb. They want young and dumb voting. Young and dumb. That's what they want.
And they're also trying to pass a law when they're trying to get rid of the electoral college vote, and they're also trying to get past the illegal aliens to be able to vote.
I mean, listen, when you can't compete, you got to cheat. It's as simple as that.
Wait. So they basically just want why don't people just cast ballots from fucking China then? What the fuck is the point? You know what I mean? Like illegal aliens that aren't even United States citizens can vote. So then anybody can vote in dictating what happens in our country. That makes a lot of sense.
This is listen, pretty soon it's going to be, as far as new gun laws or gun restrictions, pretty soon they'll say if you have a pulse.
Mm-hmm.
You're only allowed to buy a gun if you're dead. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
And here's the thing that they're trying to do is that they put they relabel things to make it sound prettier. Instead of illegal immigrants, they're calling them newcomers. It sounds so friendly and warm. Let's give the newcomers a nice warm welcome and let them ruin our democracy, our republic.
Hey, listen, if dead people can vote, they can buy guns. Okay.
There needs to be new laws on if you want to vote after you're dead.
Nick has a point. How many dead voters in Orange County? How many dead voters in Los Angeles County? How many dead voters
there was
in San
more
Francisco?
votes in LA than there is population.
I mean, what Nick is saying makes sense. I mean, obviously, dead people are still voting, so I mean, it makes sense to me.
No, there's.
I mean, listen. It's okay. What's next? Okay, pretty soon. Well, first of all, here you go. We should say, okay, fine. You want to now? It's 21 to own a gun. Okay, you know what? Pretty soon it's going to get to a point where it's going to be like where nobody can own a gun. The thing is like, okay, then your detail, the people that protect you around you, the detail, they can't have any guns. Okay, if the American people aren't allowed to have any guns, there's going to be other restrictions. You can't have any guns. Period.
Yeah. Or the people around you protecting you can't have guns either.
Yeah, that's what I mean by the detail. The detail that protects them aren't allowed to have any guns either. They can carry a slingshot.
Yeah. Billy stick, pepper spray.
Yeah, harsh words. They can use harsh language.
Ooh, yeah, because that's a weapon now.
Stop! Someone's coming at you with an AK. Stop! Oh, stop! Don't pull the trigger. Just stop, okay?
Could you imagine if there was a civil war, what it would be like, them against us?
Well, listen, this is ridiculous. It's getting to a point where I come up with a saying. It's like first of all, there's no more Democratic Party. It's gone. It's a socialist, communist party. And quite frankly, I think all Americans should say, you're not welcomed in this country any longer. You're not welcomed. I don't give a shit who you are. Pelosi, AOC, all of them. You're not welcome here any longer. You can pack your bags and get the fuck out.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, go to Venezuela. Ask them how they like it there.
I mean, I don't want to use any harsh language, but sometimes you got to use harsh language.
Well, and then the other thing, talk
Venezuela.
about harsh language. We've got the, anti-Semite people, Omar. Nancy Pelosi was saying, well, her experiences gives her a different vocabulary, basically, is what she was saying, that because she had these experiences and basically saying, if you were with the Holocaust, that was such a long time ago and it's a different experience, so it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, Yeah, these are people that have no skin in the game. I mean, we should use anything. Farts. I don't give a crap. We got it. Whatever we can use in our
Well, we're
arsenal.
gonna die of farts
Flatulence,
anyways.
farts. Nick can supply all the flatulence.
AOC's gonna show up at your house any day now. Just warning you.
Good. Fart, and Nick's gonna fart right in your mouth.
I would love to see that. Yeah, I would do that too. I would be like, "What's up, boo? Hey, come sit on the couch real quick. Yeah, open your mouth." Yeah, she'd probably be like, have her clothes halfway off at that point, probably because she's actually into that,
You would have Nick. You'd have to tell her to put those teeth protectors. You would have to tell her to put those in her mouth first, so you don't like cut your ass with those sharp.
Yeah, that would be bad. That would be that would be terrible.
Yeah.
So bad. So bad.
Do they even make them in her size?
No, they're specially made, custom.
They're definitely have to be specially made. Yeah, they're called Mr. Ed Special.
Well, they made them for Hillary Swank first, so I'm sure that they can make them for her too. So
I think next would be Hillary. Hillary always saying, "Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to run or not." And then 5 minutes later, well, the door is open. I'm really seriously thinking about running. And then 5 minutes later, well, we have to, I'm going to leave the door open. She's always changing her mind every 5 minutes about her running again.
I wonder what's making the decision. What's the defining thing that's giving her the nudge to go or not to go?
She's testing the waters. By all this information, she's testing the waters.
Listen, even the supporters that she had, she no longer has. So I don't understand why she would even think that it would be okay to even try that.
Well, Nick, her brain is so infested with syphilis from Bill. What do you expect?
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I did not. I call her husband Bill Syphilis.
Bill Syphilis.
Bill Syphilis.
Her fake husband, her fake marriage, and her daughter that was spawned by Webb Hubble.
Shrek donkey from Shrek.
Any further moves against the Second Amendment will open up a Civil War talk more seriously. I think so. I really think so. I think you don't touch our guns.
Yeah,
it's not just that; it's all the other acts that are going with it. That the left has gone so far to the left that they're like, you were saying, Father, there is no more left. There's no more Democrats. It's a socialist party that is sounding more and more. They're becoming scary.
No, the people that voted for Robert F. Kennedy, that party is gone. It doesn't exist any longer. It's been overrun by socialists and communists. And listen, we all know it. They're not fooling anybody, and they're just letting everybody know.
And they're so blatant about how the rules apply to the commoners, to the little people, but it's not to them. Their carbon footprint can be as big as they need it to be for their convenience and luxury. But as for us, we need to live in a cardboard box and eat kale and, no more cow farts.
Yeah. I'm waiting for AOC to go to Lancaster and get herself a horse and buggy and start, traveling around in the horse and buggy.
Right. She's a leader. She should lead by example, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen her do it. And of course, her excuse was, well, in order to get this to happen, I still have to utilize modern technology in order for us to progress.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's just they'll always have a reason. They'll always have, they'll backpedal, they'll do whatever they can say in order to make this movement. She calls it a grass movement, but it's not a movement. The only movement here is after you eat one of her burritos or her chili cheese fries that she makes.
Yeah, exactly. A bowel movement out of her horse mouth.
Yeah. AOC wants to push the Agenda 2030. Yeah, I mean she's blatantly a Soros puppet. She's a globalist puppet. They're tantalizing her with these beautiful things. I mean, she's got this beautiful apartment in Washington, D.C. She has to because, she's got such a tough job now to, fully the people's hard work,
Well, I mean, George Soros was a poor victim of Nazi Germany. I mean, the guy was just struggling, and during the occupation of Nazi Germany, poor George Soros.
I really wanted to punch her when she tweeted that. It's like, do you not? She has no clue who George Soros is. Only thing George Soros is to her is a piggy bank. She has no idea who he is. Or she does know who he is and she doesn't care and she's bought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
So what other nitwit are we gonna be talking about? We already gone down like four or five already. So
yes, she actually said when those fake bombings were going off, she and Soros got one of those weird ones, and there was an article of this little frail old man sitting in the middle of his big, huge lawn talking about how he was a Holocaust survivor and, we should stop picking on him. Yeah, we all know he ain't no Holocaust survivor. He's turning in his, his family members and making money off of their property. That's what he was doing. And this is the crazy part. He does not deny it, and he has no regrets for doing it. None. Absolutely none. He's fine with what he did. He's all that's got him started in his money. That just people follow that, and they're okay with that.
I mean, we're just living in bizarro world.
Mm-hmm. And it's like what is wrong is now, like, what used to be legal is now becoming illegal, and what is illegal is now becoming legal. We've got these immigrants, these newcomers, they're illegal and it's okay for them to vote, but now legal, responsible gun owners are now becoming illegal. And you know what? Who's going to see harsher fines and harsher punishments? It's going to be the real citizens of America for standing up for their country, for standing up for their Constitution. It's just it's a crying shame.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, these, AOC, people in Washington, D.C., they, especially like in New York City, or these people live in a bubble. I mean, they have no desire to want to know what's going on in the rest of the country, especially in the middle part of the country. They have no desire to want to know anything about it. The people that live there, I mean, they don't understand that the United States is full of rednecks. I mean, let's face it. And if you think it, these rednecks, these country people, these hillbillies and rednecks and country folks are going to turn their guns over, well, you got another thing coming, because it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's groups out there that are already. Hold on, sorry.
Ooh.
I was giving out the free. Giving out the free pro account for Liberty Rush.
Pro.
Yes. Are we ready for the number 2? The first person to type 2 in the chat will get another free pro account.
I don't even get a free pro account. That
Go.
sucks.
You guys, Liberty Rush is a really cool. They don't listen to you like Facebook does. They don't have the background apps running around like Facebook does. And two, they have another contest going. It's a meme contest because we know the left hates memes. So just go out and check out Liberty Rush. It's libertyrush.com. They have a meme contest. So you do have to sign up for an account. And, you don't have to have a pro account to check it out and be on there, but it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, we all know the left can't meme anyways. They can't meme because they're so full of political correctness. They're in their little political correctness box, and anytime that they come up with anything that's really edgy, or they're like, oh, I can't do that, it's gonna offend everybody. So they can't meme at all. So
I assume GTO Mama's talking about my hair because you can see it. So thank you.
It's silky. I'm his thank you, GTO Mama. Yeah, Liberty Rush is like Facebook, but it doesn't have all the sneaky government censorship, listening to you, spying on you type stuff. They're very strong. Nick.
I covered the mic. Obviously not good enough.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a really good company. So yeah. So the first person to press 2 on there will get a free pro account. The pro accounts are $5. It's definitely worth it because it's your protection and it helps the company to grow, to get more funding and get more features. It's really cool. It's a really cool program. It's a really good social networking base, and there's really cool people on there. So you get on the bottom floor, and if you have a business, there's a lot of business marketing opportunities on there. So yeah. If you want to advertise, just let me know. Send me a message, and we'll hook you up. So press a 2. Somebody.
Everyone's paralyzed.
Was it everybody sleeping?
They're paralyzed. They're paralyzed with fear.
Oh, DA wants me to give a shout out to his friend Jack Meoff.
Jack Meoff?
Yeah, Jack Meoff is here tonight. Thanks for listening, Jack Meoff. You're a great guy.
I love Jack Meoff, man. He's been a good guy.
I want to know if he's always with Jack Meoff.
What about
do you hang out with Jack Meoff a lot?
No, Hugh does. Hugh does.
Hugh does? Who does?
Yeah, Hugh.
Who?
Hugh G. Rection.
Yeah. What about Rosie Palmer? Is she in there somewhere?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, or Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt comes in once in a while.
Mike Hunt hangs out with Phil a lot.
Phil who?
Phil Lacio.
Yeah, I heard about him.
Or the other Phil McCracken. Yeah.
Whenever I say his name, it's like a mouthful. You know what I'm saying?
A Phil McCracken or
Phil Lacio.
So what other?
Just saying.
So what other dirtbags? So what other dirtbags we talking about? I know there's quite a few.
Yeah, let's see here. Archer got the first one today for the free Pro Liberty Rush account. Let's see here. Let's check out what's going on in the Twitter world. Hey, do you guys know about this Momo person?
Momo.
Do you know what Momo is? It's I'm gonna pull her up. I'm gonna pull her up, you guys. So there's this new, the ice bucket challenge and all these crazy challenges.
Yeah.
So there's this one that's called Momo, and so basically what happens is this person Momo will contact a kid or whatever. And let me see here. Let me get back to you guys. So this Momo person will then give you instructions. So it's like this challenge. It's a 50-day challenge. And so what they're doing is they're having kids do stuff that will harm them or harm other people. And one girl has actually committed suicide. So this is Momo.
I've seen this picture,
What
but
the hell are you talking about?
That's Mimosa.
Momo challenge isn't real.
Momo's AOC. It does look like her.
Damn.
It's AOC. Look, it's AOC.
Jesus Christ.
AOC and her boy. But yeah, it's pretty scary. This is trippy.
Damn. Momo's got some cleavage.
Where are you looking at?
That one picture.
This one?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Uh-oh. Yeah, she sure does, huh?
Damn, Momo. Should be stacked.
The Momo Challenge. According to lore, the Momo Challenge is a viral game shared on messaging services like WhatsApp and that goads young children to violence or even suicide. Images of the devilish bird lady supposedly pop up with creepy messages and commands that they are said to escalate to extreme violence and horror. And that's kind of scary.
Oh,
That's according to the box. You guys are just so full of energy tonight.
Well, you know, we're talking about the Momo challenge right now, so
Is it getting
we want to see that turtle footage with the actual audio.
you want it?
We got to see that turtle footage with the actual audio.
no, because then she's gonna screw up her whole setup.
Yeah, then I can't hear you, and we just have to
man.
move up. Yeah.
Chrissy Ann, if you spent more time working on your audio instead of looking up turtle porn, we'd be okay. But no, you wanted to look up on turtle porn instead.
I know. I have a problem. I need an intervention.
Hell no, you don't need an intervention. If you get an intervention, man, I mean, hell, we won't have any like really cool turtle porn anymore.
That's true.
No, it'll still be out there. Still be out there.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be looking it up. I want somebody else to be doing it for me.
I'm filtering it. I'm picking out the good stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, how many turtle mating sessions have you seen with a turtle and with dreads that look like Whoopi Moberg?
You gotta get one where the male is going at it so hard, man, he just vomits all over the female turtle.
Mm-hmm. Do some more editing sessions. Gotta keep it smooth, bro.
Keep it smooth, bro.
Gotta keep it smooth.
All right, so what else? What are some more? What are the other clowns we're going to be talking about? We went through a bunch. There's more clowns out there. So what else? Who else are we talking about?
Who's been really quiet is Cory Booker. He's running for president, but we don't hear anything from him lately.
Well, that's because he's on an island somewhere getting reamed out.
Paul Manafort is getting such little jail time for such serious crime, lays out for the world how it's almost impossible for rich people to go to jail for the same amount of time as someone who is lower income. Our current broken system justice isn't blind, it's bought. Now, this is according to AOC. I wonder if she's going to be saying the same thing when she's up for criminal charges for campaign fraud. They're saying that the campaign fraud isn't just like a oversight. It was literally.
Yeah, it was premeditated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Without a doubt. You don't
Mhm.
form an LLC, which is a slush fund, to
Mhm.
launder money to another account. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What you
Yeah.
got?
Very good in here.
So what do we have here? I don't get it. Oh no.
Story time.
All right, let me see. I got it. I wish you could share because it's hard for me to do this. Nick is sending us pictures. We have to have this before we go in so I can get ready.
No,
Oh,
this is how we do things on the fly.
so the book is called Brenda Beaver Needs a Barber. I can't read it. Brenda has a beaver and she's ready to confess. As soft and sweet as it may be, her beaver is a mess. Brenda's beaver is big. Brenda's beaver is hairy. Even every guy who sees it says that Brenda's beaver is scary. Brenda took her beaver for a swim at the lake. But the looks that she received, she figured it was a mistake. She stuffed that furry mound into a swimming suit. It stuck all around and it was anything but cute. Some who saw it laughed, others were just stunned. Brenda's beaver was hanging out, soaking up the sun. Her friends could not believe her. They said, "We need to talk." They covered up her beaver and they took her for a walk. "Brenda, dear, listen here. We want to help you out. Your beaver needs a makeover, and it really needs it now." Her friends could not believe her. They said, "Oh, wait.
This is what I'm coming on to.
Oh, shoot. It lost it. Where'd it go?" Yes, this is what you came on to. We digress.
Oh, boy. Well, I got to talk to Nick somehow.
Oh, what are you? Sorry, boo boo.
Oh, I'm in Savannah. Yeah, I'll call you later.
Are you gonna finish reading it or not?
Yes, I'm sorry. It crashed. You crashed my system. "I hope we don't seem pushy," said her biker friend named Kim. "Your beaver is too bushy. We just think it needs a trim."
Are you showing the illustrations too?
No.
Because
Savannah pulled her beaver back to show off what she had done. Hers had a nice long landing patch. It looks like it would be fun. Chrissy's beaver is quite rare. Story time for y'all. Chrissy's beaver is quite rare. It could be worth $1 million. Hers is bare. It has no hair. Her beaver is Brazilian. Catherine let her beaver loose and said, "There's nothing to it. Grab some clippers and a can of mousse and we'll show you how to do it." Kim produced some scissors and Chrissy had some wax. Now all that Brenda had to do was sit back and relax.
Oh, boy.
As they came towards her beaver, they said, "Now, don't be scared. We're going to see what's underneath that frumpy pile of hair." It ended in minutes. It didn't leave her much. When Brenda's friends were finished, she and her beaver blushed. Her beaver was so tiny, they could not believe their eyes.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
oh, yeah.
smooth and shiny. It was hard to recognize. Now, Brenda is proud. It seems that every time we see her, she's in the center of a crowd just showing off her beaver.
Well done, Nick.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Levity. We need some levity, that's for sure.
Well, you know, the illustrations really do it justice too, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next time.
Oh, we got some troll stuff going on.
Uh-oh.
I
Story.
hope.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Who is it?
They're trolling Bob. I guess somebody's on Bob's
Who's
channel
the
right now.
crybaby? Who's the crybaby?
Wah.
Okay, let's see.
Hey, well, guess Darlene. They all know I own you now. Hey, Chris. Chris is in the house. Did you like our beaver story?
It's always nice to, kind of rouse yourself from a tired day with a good beaver story. Hey, everybody.
Do you have a beaver?
A big brown one.
Depends.
Big brown beaver.
It depends if you're in prison. If you're in prison,
Yeah.
you probably got one.
Yes.
Two of them.
How the first part of the show go, right into beavers, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, where did you get that book, Nick?
Well, you know, that's a secret.
Okay, Google, here I come.
I didn't get it from Google. It's a family heirloom that's been passed down from generation to generation.
Well, good. That's what you have to tell us. This is, son, I got a book for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully it didn't come from your mom.
Actually, my grandma.
Oh, jeez.
Well, that makes it even better.
Now, Nick, I got something for you.
Here you go, Sonny. I got this book for you. It's
Better read it.
was
and it's
my mother's. It's very suspenseful.
Very suspenseful. It is, sort of.
It's a great story about the little beaver.
The little beaver that could.
Yep, exactly.
The little beaver doesn't like to have hair anymore, and that's not how it was in our generation.
There's the little beaver that should, and the little beaver that shouldn't.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
They all should. They all should.
I don't know about that.
GTO Mama says we all have to whistle our S's.
Ooh, jeez.
So yeah, we went through a gamut of political morons from AOC, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton,
Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
You guys didn't talk about old Jesse getting 16 felony indictments.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did in the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
There's people complaining that that's too many for him.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
That's what I said.
Oh, poor Jesse. Oh. I guess he shouldn't have gone out for that Subway sandwich.
At 2:00 in the morning, I'll teach
Yeah.
him.
I hope he liked that cold cut combo.
Yeah. You know, he was going out for a foot long at 20 below.
It sure was.
I'd like a upper right and a upper left on a grilled cheese.
Yeah, I want a foot long.
He was going for the Italian meatball, but
I want a foot long, and I want it all beef, honey.
beefy.
No salad.
No, full of special sauce.
Yeah. And by the way, could you do it? Could you make it nude with a MAGA hat on?
It was all.
Mm,
You know,
I'm looking in the chat right now for the trolls.
yeah.
I just want that
I did a really
mayonnaise.
good job. I was watching other people's chats and I was just like block,
I just
block,
want that
block, block.
mayonnaise. I just want that mayonnaise to be special, honey. So please do me a favor. Take the mayonnaise and just cram it in your ass crack. Okay? And then make the sandwich and let it get all warm in there. Then take a knife and scoop it out and stick it all over the foot long.
Hey, the first person to press 2 will get the second free pro account for Liberty Rush.
Yeah. 6'9". If you do
2.
6'9".
Just press the number 2. GTO mama.
If you do 666,
What?
you will
No.
get a free account. Just do it. 666, you get a free account.
Okay, Father, we need to pray for you. You're getting a little scary there. Yeah, I guess the 16 felonies will give him 64 years. He needs to go away for a while.
He's going to have to do a lot of Kegel exercises, is what he's going to have to do.
But I wonder if they're going to pull Mueller on him. If there was some political grooming behind this or encouragement, if he will narc on them in order to reduce his charges.
I mean, listen, we all know that this guy's going to get a slap on the wrist. I mean, hopefully he'll get the book thrown at him, but I have a feeling he's going to get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
Who, Jussie?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. It's pretty high profile now, and it seems like the prosecutors are pretty ticked off, along with the chief of police. So now I think they got to hang their hat on it. But you're very well right. He could plead down to something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And it certainly seems like enough people are upset about Manafort not getting more time, and I think you guys were just talking about that. So,
yeah,
Cory Booker's over there saying the broken justice system.
Yeah, AOC is saying the same thing. It's like, I wonder what's going to happen when she's got some charges that could be coming up here pretty soon with some campaign fraud.
The recommended guidelines were what, 19 to 24 years.
Mm-hmm.
And if he would have gotten that, that's more time, I think, statistically, than most murderers get. Second and third degree murderers get like half that. So it's like, this guy, and this has nothing to do. Again, here's the best part of all this. This has nothing to do with Russian collusion, which makes me laugh because it's, now Mueller recommended the sentencing guidelines, and this has nothing to do with what he was sort of let out there to find out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's.
So my outrage is he shouldn't even be having these issues at all.
Exactly.
I bet he gets I bet he gets a year
and some probation.
Now, what I think should happen is, let him get sentenced, to whatever, and then Trump pardons him after he wins the next election.
Yeah,
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, what he did was stupid, and I think definitely he has a price to pay. But I don't think he should be in there longer than murderers. But I think definitely there needs to be some harsh repercussions.
Well, I mean, okay, so what has he been convicted of? Bank fraud, but he didn't fleece a bank out of anything. He falsified a loan document and he cheated on his taxes. Now, you're right. He's committed a crime. He needs to be punished. But 47 months. So you're talking 4 years?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Well, I would. I'd say, he's going to be 70 next month from what I've read. Time served, man. I mean, here, probation and pay a huge fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
To me, sorry, to me, if he had fleeced a bunch of people like Bernie Madoff, or
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
just done lots of egregious things, and caused people tremendous loss, not the government, because I have to, I don't know, just about everybody I know cheats on their taxes.
Yeah, I will. They've made it difficult for the average person to do their taxes, but they've made it to where there are those loopholes for advancements, and that's what the lobbyists are there for. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who have taken advantage of tax loopholes. I love
And
you
that's
too,
what,
Darlene.
yeah. And I agree with that. I think, I don't know. You're going to see the reason that they want him. It's exactly the same reason that Jussie Smollett perpetrated this crime. I don't think it was for more salary. I think it was for attention, yeah, but it was designed to hurt Trump and Trump supporters. That's all. This guy was obsessed with Trump on his Twitter feed, and then this outrage over his sentencing and Paul Manafort, he's because he's a political opponent. That's it, simple and done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Did you guys hear? They released the Congressional Oversight Committee on Bruce Orr's testimony. That was interesting. No.
Yeah.
I hadn't. Go ahead, whoever.
Yeah, I'm not cut, Bruce Orr. I'm not caught up on that.
I did see a little bit about that.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think that means? Go ahead.
Well, it's reinforcing the fact that there was no collusion and this was all a trumped up case, and that these people were lying to Congress, but yet the Democrats can get away with lying to Congress, but anybody who's on the right side is going to get the book thrown at them. And not only is it they're going to get the book thrown at them, but also their family or anybody's associated with them. That's the problem I'm having right now. That's where my outrage is. There's multiple lies that has been told by the left constantly and continually, and nothing's being done. Nothing. It's swept under the rug. It's no big deal. That's my problem.
It makes me wonder in 100 years when people look back at this time, what they're going to be saying. It's almost I don't know. I just find a lot of this stuff embarrassing, how things are going in our political process. Everything that's going on in DC right now, it's at a point where it's embarrassing with especially the Democratic Party that doesn't exist anymore, how they're acting. Mm-hmm. It's at a point now, like I've said before. I just think Americans should just say enough is enough, and you know what, you're not welcomed here any longer. You're not welcomed here any longer. Pack your damn bags and move the hell out.
Yeah, it's if you don't agree with our country's values and ethics and laws and constitution, then leave. Don't try to change it.
The thing is like, I don't know what they're thinking. It's almost like they are walking themselves to the gallows, these
mm-hmm.
libtards, because if you think about it, they keep going on and on and on about Islam and Muslims and this, that, and the other thing, when in fact Muslims, they don't like homosexuality, nothing. They don't like their children being taught any kind of sex or homosexuality or transgender or any of this stuff. They don't like any of it. Period.
But
So-
if they say something, it's okay. But if a Christian says it, then we're being racist. We're being Islamophobic. We're being
they're wrapping their arms around this, but what they don't realize is that they're walking themselves to the gallows because the Islam will turn on all these leftist idiots and slaughter them.
yeah. The hypocrisy is just phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal, and that this tolerance is only one-sided. The thing about it is this tolerance is for an ideology that wants to destroy us, that wants to destroy the fabrics of our country, the morality of our country, the freedoms of our country, the liberties of our country. And that's the thing that people need to understand, that it's an ideology. It's not a religion. It's an ideology.
Yeah, these people have, like I said before, these people have no skin in the game when it comes to America. In California, Jerry Brown is hell bent.
California. Sorry, go ahead.
Jerry Brown
knows how to party.
Jerry Brown's hell bent on passing laws that if you use the wrong pronoun, you could be arrested.
You know, they're already doing that in Canada, by the way. There's England and Canada both have, you know, that pronoun law. There's a bill in Canada, Father, called Bill 103, M103, that if you criticize Islam, not any other religion, Islam, you can go to jail.
Listen, A, you can't say that, A, because you're probably gonna have to go to jail, A. Okay,
Except the Canadian people, you know, supporting it are like, yes, this is true. It's good law. We like this. It's very good.
What part of Canada were you at?
I'm in Ontario, Stan.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine the average Canadian. First of all, they hate Trudeau. They hate what's going on in their country. They just see they just see Canada just slipping away.
Yeah, Trudeau is not favored from what I'm understanding. Are you zipping it up?
He's pulling it out.
Uh-oh, he's zipping it down.
Oh, hell yeah.
You could hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Nick, man, you gotta grab it and then swing it like a helicopter.
That's like a general move. You do that in the Bam Bam. The helicopter and the Bam Bam.
You're so quiet when you're talking about it.
Well, you know, I mean, I don't want people to know about, you know, the Bam Bam.
Bam Bam.
Nick is busy putting together a bunch of memes for us.
Actually, I haven't even started that yet.
I just know it's on the way.
Hey there, big boy. Are you ready for the Bam Bam?
Talk about memes.
What are you scratching? Are you scratching a record?
Talk about memes, boys. There's a contest going on Liberty Rush, and it's pretty cool. If you go on a Liberty Rush, you do have to make an account, but if you win a meme, the prize is pretty awesome. It's a handmade wooden flag, and it's really, you got to check it out. It's really cool.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's because Liberty Rush is a
social media outlet.
No,
platform.
You have a sponsor.
Yes. Yes. Liberty Rush is the sponsor of the Chrissy Ann show. Chatting with Chrissy Ann.
Chatting with Chrissy Ann.
Chrissy Ann's first sponsor.
Yes.
Liberty
I
Rush.
like it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, Chrissy Ann, what is your standards as far as sponsors? We have Liberty Rush.
Right.
But if you had another sponsor, let's just say it was like for the fleshlight. What about that?
For a flashlight?
No, the fleshlight.
The flashlight.
Yeah.
I don't have red lights, so I don't think I qualify for that one.
No, actually, this kind of falls right into place with that thing that we didn't cover yesterday, really, which was oil-based, water-based, or silicone-based.
I got to go with oil based.
The only problem with oil-based is it depends how to, like how you clean that out of your sheets. You know what I mean? It can get kind of dicey. So.
Yeah.
Chalk. You can get oil. You just rub some chalk on the oil base, and it comes right out. Mm-hmm.
Well, hold on for a second. Whoa. Hold on. The only person, Chrissy Ann, she knows the secrets. I mean, you got to tell us all the secrets now.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
What?
You got
about
hey,
getting oil out of your sheets?
I had no idea. I had no idea to use chalk.
Mm-hmm. Use chalk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How would one get oil on their sheets?
Oil-based lubricant.
Oh. I don't need those usually.
Well,
just get yourself some organic olive oil.
You do when you're using a fleshlight.
Well, I like it dry.
Hell yeah.
When I especially because I'm by myself, so. Oh.
They're playing games of Whack-A-Troll in the chat room. Oh, you guys,
Chris likes chafing, evidently.
Oh yeah.
You guys whack away.
I've been. Oh.
Shit. Both you and me. Hold on. Okay, we're good.
You know what's cool, Nick? Is it sounds like you're coming in and out of a tent.
Usually I come in the tent, but I could do it outside. Depends on who's into that sort of thing.
Hey Nick, go put out the fire. Let us hear you go. Let's hear you go put out the fire, Nick.
It better be a small fire, because
yeah. Come on, there's beers out. Go get it.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
Where did we go?
Nick, I didn't hear the zipper. I want to hear the zipper again. Go out and put that fire out.
All right, hold on. I'm about to come out of the tent.
Look, he's going.
All right.
So like a tent.
Hold on, I don't want bugs. I don't want bugs in there.
That's right. I don't want sand in here either.
It's getting stuck. Okay. All right, we're good.
All right, there you go. Now we're all camping. It sounded good.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I bring up Michigan camping in the frigid north is right now there's a new poll in Michigan. 5 in 10 voters favor replacing President Trump as the layoffs continue at GM. A new poll from Epic MRA finds that the Rust Belt voters, by and large, may not be convinced that an economic nationalist populist agenda will prevail under President Trump. In Michigan, about 49% of voters polled said they would vote to replace him with another presidential candidate.
All in the city of Detroit.
And that is exactly the issue. I'm not, nothing surprises me after. Nothing surprises me after he won, certainly, but it wouldn't surprise me, if they're kind of, putting their stock and in polls that don't favor, Republicans. It's all Democrats and uninformed voters. So, but it's interesting to hear. I think they're trying to work. Could this be? And I'm throwing this out to you guys.
Yeah.
This was in the Detroit Free Press, and it's being carried across the nation. Yeah. The Free Press is pretty notoriously left. Is this just one of those, hey, we're trying to shape the face of the election. Let's do polls that really show Trump doing poorly, much like they did in 2016.
Yeah. Well, what were they saying? Like he had like a 2% chance of winning?
That was the New York Times. And I think I don't know if CNN's poll was that but I mean, it was only like 6%. I think CNN's and MSNBC's was like, 8% chance of winning or something. Rasmussen had him at the highest, I think, with 42% chance of winning.
Yeah, I think that was like towards the end.
No. Rasmussen, that was, I think, throughout the cycle. I mean, I could be paraphrasing. But then, 2 hours into the election, or 2 hours of the exit polls were coming out, you had Trump at 65 and then 95%, and it was glorious. But that's what I think. We're seeing these, 2020 bullets coming. 5 in 10 voters in Michigan favor replacing Trump as the GM layoffs continue. And I do know personally there's people who've been laid off at GM, and they're already back to work, by the way.
Well, the thing is, it's like, listen, GM has been screwing up for decades. GM hasn't been able to run their company for decades. So all of a sudden it's Trump's fault.
Hey, this has nothing to do with Trump. You're exactly right. This has to do with them being scared of, I think they're scared of electrification. They're scared they're going to miss that bubble. You can see the U.S. car manufacturers have stopped making cars. Essentially, they're making SUVs, and hybrids and large family vehicles, and that's largely due to the gas prices. Would you agree?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's it's it's changing. I mean, it's automobile industry has never. It always has to morph and change. I mean, that's the business.
Well,
that's Obama's new campaign slogan: morph and change.
Yeah. Yeah.
He gonna morph into a cyber humanoid bug.
What is he doing? Is he running for president in Kenya?
Morph and change, y'all. Morph and change. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying. Well, I mean, they've had to. I think GM had a really it was always the biggest. It was poorly run. I think Mary Barra, to be honest, from someone that lives in here, lives in this town and in this industry, she's done a good job. Her and that board have done a good job, but I think they're scared. I'm not totally convinced that they're happy with President Trump. He should be doing a little bit more, I always thought, with automotive tariffs. He's concentrating on steel and all that, but he should have done. I'd like to see some automotive tariffs, lever that playing field a little bit.
I think he will eventually. I think it's a game right now that he's playing, that he's trying to make up for lost time.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. Like the strategy, like what he has to do, what he has to figure out on a daily basis with everything. It must be mind blowing. And of course, the average person would not be able to handle what he's doing. Let's face it.
Well, when the tariffs that are dropped on steel and all that kind of stuff, and China comes to the table, if they come to the table, and this is resolved, I think we're going to see a huge boost in manufacturing and production again, obviously, and that would be good for him. But my question is, are the Chinese just trying to outlast him, going, this guy might not get reelected if they believe the MSN, you know what I mean, the mainstream media. So I'm wondering if they seemed a little bit eager to get to the table a while ago. I don't know where we're at now.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting what happens in the next couple of years, because we're starting to see that the Chinese have a lot of connections with the Democrats. So they might not do anything that looks promising to Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean they may be just let's let the clock run out and see what happens.
Yep, exactly. And they're suffering much worse economically than us.
Yeah.
That's not being reported, how their economy has gone down the toilet.
Well, if they straighten up, they'll realize that the Democrats are not doing them any favors. But
I'm I'm just wondering about North Korea. I'm just like
What do you
hello.
think?
All
That
right,
was Nick.
This is Brown Stain Fat, and you're listening to Christiane on Friday night.
that, that had to happen. We were all waiting for it.
Yes, yes, yes. And did you guys all see the Bob socks?
No, I didn't.
Those are the Bob socks. Everybody needs a pair of Bob socks.
You got to get Bob condoms. And on the tip is his face.
Eating shrimp.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I don't like, I get the other kind of shrimp, and I got this kind of shrimp, and I don't. It's all right, I put it in the microwave and thaw it out.
This shrimp's okay. Usually I get the Gulf shrimp, but
Yeah.
Yeah, you could wear them at Christmas time. Yes, douche the Santa Claus.
I like it.
We gotta get
people
a
are
Bob.
either going to know Bob or they're going to think they're Santa Claus socks.
We got to get a Bob blow up doll, and the penis will be a shrimp.
okay.
Or you could get a Bob blow up doll girl, and underneath the vaginal area would be Bob's face eating shrimp.
Yeah, it's gotta be scratch and sniff, and then when you scratch it and sniff, it's like, oh man, yeah, this is old shrimp.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Douche is asking what about Chrissy Ann socks? You all want Chrissy Ann socks?
How about a Christiane blow up doll?
Oh.
Doesn't come with shrimp.
Oh god.
No shrimp.
Comes with a beaver.
I like it.
It's a groom your own beaver doll.
We gotta get we gotta get a MRD blow up doll with dreads and everything, and then have a big tortoise get up on it and get on and go ah! Ah! Ah!
Oh yeah, that's that sound I was missing all week.
Yeah.
D.A. Archer says now that's an idea. Smooth beaver Chrissy.
There's a new one. But
No. Now, Father, you were talking about North Korea. Get back on that real quick.
Well, Nick's making it difficult, but I'll try.
Well, no, that sound you were making was making it difficult to get back to North Korea.
Yeah, right.
Exactly what I want to hear in my audio right now is. Never mind. Go ahead. So North Korea, because you brought up an interesting point.
Okay, I gotta mute my mic. Sorry, guys. Sorry, you'll give me a minute.
No.
What's he doing?
We know something's coming. He's been working on it.
Coming.
So
Something's happening.
Something's happening.
Yeah, North Korea. I'm just kind of wondering if they're kind of trying to do the same thing, run the clock on 2020.
Yep.
Because if God forbid if Trump doesn't win, what's the game plan? Is North Korea just going to revert back to their same old threats and blackmailing countries for money, and and then all this was for nothing,
Yeah, I mean, that's a good possibility, and it's a real possibility. It's a real possibility. I think I'm definitely a huge fan of the president. I support him. I'll I donated more money to his campaign than anybody ever. But there's a possibility 2020 could be, and we can open that up for debate, could be an issue for him because of these things. These people waiting out the clock. Nothing's getting done. I think a good political stunt by North Korea, would be to lob a nuke, a test missile over Japan during the election cycle.
Oh, I could totally see doing that.
Yeah. Chris, do you think that the opposing team is whispering in the ear of China and whispering in the ear of North Korea and saying, hey, just do this, and let the clock run on 2020 because we probably could take this guy down.
Yeah, I mean, there's a possibility of that. There's probably lobbyists and delegates that could do that. That's a good point. However, the Chinese are also pretty mistrusting of everybody who's American. So it could be, you fuck up a last election, so we not listen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of players, though, in China. I mean, we've got,
Well, you were talking about Biden's son earlier.
Biden's son. We've got, what's her face? Barbara or Dianne Feinstein.
Yeah.
Her husband has, some strong ties to China,
Yep, turns out her husband is Xi Jinping. I'm just joking. I don't even know who her husband is.
No, yeah, he's got some pretty strong ties to China, some business ties.
So again, I'm not predicting doomsday, but it's just one of those scenarios that having all of this against him, I just don't see how people everybody who's voted for Trump in Michigan, in my mind, has invested in him. So
yeah,
if you invested in someone like that, voted for him, and then saw, and as long as you can plainly see, and you haven't been watching too much of the MSNBCs and CNNs, I don't see how they can't see that this has been just an obstructionist Congress, an obstructionist political, even his political allies have made what he's been trying to do, very hard. If he does lose, and let's God for heaven forfend, I'll be very happy with what had happened with the judicial. And, I can take my licks with whoever comes because I think the Democrats, in a way, on the other hand, are really setting themselves up for suicide. And here's the way I think we're going to accomplish that. Tell me if you're with me. So we've heard a lot about Ilhan Omar. We've heard a lot about Tlaib. We've heard a lot about, these are the Muslims in the Congress. Right. We've heard a lot about Keith Ellison, he, being a big Democrat supporter. Now he's the attorney general in Minnesota.
Yeah.
What we need to do is we need to get these people, and this will really make the whole thing fall apart. We need to get those guys this question. Tell us your thoughts on gay marriage and homosexuality in general. And then you're really going to see them eat each other up. Did you ever think about that?
Yeah.
I think it's brilliant. I think that would be the best thing to do is to get in front of them. Every reporter should go, so how do you feel about gay marriage, especially Omar, because she's a devout Muslim and Tlaib?
Yeah.
Tell us what you think about gay marriage. Oh, boy, you'd see it's a lot of now the mainstream media would bury that, but that's what needs to happen. Every debate should have that question in it. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, talk about debates. They want to boycott Fox, and Trump is like, okay, then I'll boycott your debates.
Yeah.
He won't debate. He won't do any presidential debates unless there's one on Fox.
Yeah, I mean, and that's fair, and I think that's correct. But to me, I don't know. I mean, I like Fox. I don't agree with everything everybody says on there, but they do about 50 plus percentage points negative on the president. I think that's fair and balanced. I mean, compared to what, 97% on CNN, 98% on MSNBC, NPR is 90-some%.
Oh God, NPR! You might as well just take some Prozac pills and listen to NPR and stare at the ceiling and listen to that voice, that cerebral voice, just drone on, drone on.
It depends on who you're listening to, but they all talk really softly into the mic.
God.
Today, President Trump lynched 4 black people in front of the White House. We'll have reactions. You know.
Well,
but that is what he's been fighting against, and again, that I think that's a good call. Fox to me is not what MSN is to the left. Fox to me is not the right hand bullhorn. I mean, you've got Shepard Smith, you've got Juan Williams, and they truly are left. You know, you have Ana Navarro on CNN, who's supposedly a Republican. You know, and Joe Scarborough, he was supposedly a Republican. You know, people are not.
Yeah, dead intern Joe.
Yeah, so I don't get it. I don't get why people are so critical of Fox. I really don't. But it's because he will have some positive things supported. You know, some positive. They will put out positive news about the president and his agenda and what he's done.
Well, like
what you laughing at?
Oh, come on.
Oh boy, here comes a sound. All right. So it's off topic, I'm sure. Let's see, what are we looking at?
No, it was part of topic earlier.
All right, let me see.
It was part of the topic earlier.
I'm trying to look. Oh boy. Nick's making memes.
Uh-oh.
You got to share this one, Chrissy M.
Uh-oh.
I see it. Did you see it?
Did it come through yet? It didn't come on through on this one.
Well, I'm sending it so you can at least share this.
I didn't see it. What is it?
He's got a shrimp.
Yeah.
You know, when Nick's quiet, you could usually assume he's creating a meme.
What?
I sent it to you. I sent it to you as well, Chrissy.
Okay. Yeah, if I get it in a text, then it's easier for me to share.
Well, like I was saying earlier, that everything that the left is bullhorning about Muslim families don't subscribe to any of it. They don't transgender, gay marriage, none of that stuff. So it makes me wonder, what is their goal? Because to me, they're just walking themselves to the gallows. Because as far as all the stuff that they're bullhorning about when it comes to gay this or transgender that, or there is no genders, this, that, and the other thing, and trying to sexualize children. Well, Muslim families, they're not down with any of that stuff. Any of it.
That's exactly right. And Hispanics and the black community, as someone who has that even in my family, are not down with homosexual causes. They're not. And the left really tries to lump them all into one oppressed, pool of the downtrodden that they can.
Anybody have any cocktail sauce?
Wait, so what?
Yeah.
Anybody got any cocktail sauce?
Well done, Nick. Well done, my friend. Well played.
Bob, that was Nick, not me.
It was part of the topic.
It's all in fun, Bob. We love you, Bob.
Is Trumpster Bob? He's not on it right now, is he?
He's actually he has more viewers than I do.
Oh yeah. We've only got 5. What? How many viewers?
Oh, we jumped down to 5. We had 8 just a second ago.
Oh,
I put Bob on and it would.
Everybody must.
I think they all jumped on his chat. Yeah, all of my normal people are on there. Oh, Michelle's on there.
Uh-oh, something's going on.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
These trolls really just irritate the crap out of me. They like to hurt people, and I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Wait a minute. Well, what happened? I'll make it right.
So there are these trolls from the last.
I don't see. Are they
They're
on the
not here.
chat?
I blocked most of them. They're all on Douche. They're all on Bob's thing right now.
Yeah.
And
Who, Trumpster Bob?
no, Trumpster Bob's not a troll. He's different.
No. I mean, on his whose channel are they on right now?
Yeah, we got Smurf Bear, who says he's a devil worshiper. He's just, and we've got Latino Heat, and all these people are his people, like White Earp. I think it's just, and she's upset, and yeah, you guys are sick. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, whatever. So hey, Chris, what?
Yep.
We've gone through the game. We've gone through AOC. We've gone through Jesse Smollett. We've gone through Gropey Joe Biden, and who else? Anybody on your radar? Anybody on your radar? I mean, just as far as like what's been going on this is Friday, so anything that's been going on this whole week or the last 2 weeks. Anybody?
No, I think you pretty much covered it. I'm really interested in, they're wrong about when they it looked like they said the Mueller report was coming out again, and it hasn't come out. And did you see that? It's interesting that like Amazon has advanced copies of the Mueller report right now. 700 and some pages. It's like the Mueller report. Order your copy now. Yeah. It's like, wait a minute, it hasn't even come out yet.
Sounds a little fishy to me.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to Chrissy about something, and it's what I call, don't California my, and there's a question mark. So you can fill in whatever you want on the end of that. Don't California my children. Don't California my city. Or so it's kind of at the end of it, it's open-ended. So like everybody can come up with something, like for you, like for instance, you, Chris, like what would you come up with as far as like, don't California my
schools.
Well, that's good. I mean, don't California my economy. Don't
California my taxes.
How about this? Well, and it's so hard. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's so many different ways that you could go. But that's a good one though, and I'll tell you why. Because of the they have transgender kindergarten readings. I don't want my kids around that.
Yeah.
Well, the new curriculum that's mandatory actually states that the teachers are no longer allowed to call the children boys and girls, to refer to them as they.
Yeah, I have an update on that from Michigan. I went and registered my 5-year-old for school today, and I heard the teachers and they had a tornado drill as I was coming in. The lady said, "Boys and girls, you did a very good job." I was like, "Oh, thank God."
yeah, exactly.
Because I'm pretty confrontational with those people to the point where I'm like, so we don't have a special safe room, do we? Do we have a safe place, safe space, or whatever?
A cry closet.
Nope, they said boys and girls, and that was great. But kind of getting back to your point, what I have on my radar, and I'm going to share this with you guys. I will actually share it. This is a fascinating story to me. And it's about, did you guys talk about the transgender man who gave birth?
No.
And because of that, he didn't see himself as any less of a man. So, Chrissy, I'm going to send it to you to share with the group. So this is the deal. Father, check, follow along with me here before I send the article. Nick, are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is a transgendered man, which means
Zip
it's a
her
woman
up,
who.
Nick.
What's that?
Zip her up.
Oh, I took it off. It's all gone.
Oh.
Hey, Chrissy Ann, what are you just talk right over me? What are you gonna do?
I'm sorry. I'm just making sure we're all prepared.
You just keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I'm just kidding. So I sent you that link, but there's a transgendered man, which means woman who thinks she's a guy, who had a baby with her fiance, who's a man. So this is the weird onion peel layering of the onion is coming apart here. So this is a woman who thinks she's a man who's attracted to men.
Yeah.
So she's a gay man in a woman's body.
Yeah. Oh, it's endless. It's almost,
And her man, is just a regular old gay man, but having sex with a vagina.
it's
Now, did you see that link, Chrissy? Did you see that link?
Yeah.
Check out the picture of this guy.
Jesus
Or
Christ.
girl.
I can't even imagine.
So, and the quote is, I don't feel that having a baby has made me see myself as any less of a man. By very definition, you have.
Okay, so it was a biological woman who was a transgender man who pretended to be a man, who was with a gay man.
Yes.
Who was okay, I get it now.
Okay, so this is a woman who became a man.
You're right.
Has beard. Looks more like it's glued to her face, but. Chrissy Ann, can you share that? Can you share those pictures?
Give me 1 second here. I got to transfer.
Hey, Chris, isn't it funny that all the bullshit those two had to engage in heterosexual sex?
That's right. What are we doing? Are we having gay sex? Well, yes, but I'm a woman. God damn it. You know what? Now we're right back where we started.
Yeah.
It's in here now.
You know what? We should just be not gay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So
I'm not getting that. Like, then you're not gay. So are you gay or not gay?
I mean, and I think the whole thing is gender dysphoria is I just don't feel like a man, or I don't feel like a woman. I feel like a man. Who are you attracted to? Men. So then you're a woman with a gay man trapped in your body. Exactly. Well, then you're just a regular old woman. Because first of all, she has a vagina and gonads that work. You know what I mean? Her gonads, her reproductive system works. So it's like you're not that much of a dude.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's her.
Well, I'm waiting for Chrissy Ann to show. Let me see. Can I show pictures in the chat?
Yeah, you should be able to. But I've got him up. Can you all see it?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
It was up.
Nick, give us a station break from Matt Brownstein.
Oh, yeah, this is Brownstein Fat, and you're listening to Chrissy Ann on Friday nights.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
All right, here comes. Thousands. There it is.
There it is.
Now that was a woman. Became a who says biologically I'm a woman but he now identifies as a man. Looks like the singer from the what the hell band is that? Little Miss can't be wrong.
Melons.
No. That was that was like God damn it. I know you're
Two
talking.
Princes. If you want to buy me flowers.
Yeah, go ahead now.
Give me head now.
Give me head now. Oh.
I mean, look at that, huh? Now, scroll down a little further, Chrissy Ann, and you can see the happy couple.
Oh, let me pull that up. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
And D.A. Archer said, look at that Fruit Loop. This is exactly the outrage, is the fact that they're going to bring a child into this world.
Oh my
So,
God.
Mama, you saying you, wait a minute. So, Daddy, you saying you was a mama who felt like a daddy, but you became a mama anyway? I'm not a mama, son. I'm your dad. You ain't got no ding-a-ling.
Yeah, how do you explain that to the child?
Through lots of therapy. Lots and lots. Ooh, couple of racy pictures there, Chrissy Ann. There they
Did
are.
you see that? Did you see my socks picture?
Yeah. So there it is. Can you enlarge that at all?
Mm-mm.
Can you see this, Nick? Everybody see this?
Yeah. Yep. I see it.
Oh boy! Look at that happy couple.
Yeah.
So on the
So
far
there's
right.
Mama,
So wait a minute.
Papa.
Yep. No,
So
no.
who's the?
Well, obviously the one laying down is the one that had the kid. But
So,
the far right. Hold on. I'm gonna unpack this for you guys.
Okay.
On the far right is a gay man. In the middle is a woman who thinks she's a gay man, and on the left is a kid who's totally effed.
Jesus.
Poor baby.
I know.
My God.
I want to go in there with like a rolled up paper, rolled up newspaper and hit both of them on their noses. No. No. No.
It's like, hey, excuse me to both parents. Excuse me. But nature has already figured this out a long time ago.
If I was the doctor, I'd have put it under and then just shaved it. All right, now here, quit being a jackass. Go home, be a mom.
Yeah. How's it gonna breastfeed? How's it going to breastfeed now?
The boobs were cut off. Thanks, not breastfeeding.
You know what I mean? It's like, really? You're gonna give your baby baby formula? It's like the child is supposed to have breast milk, not baby formula.
I mean, am I being out of line by saying this? Maybe, Father, give me your opinion. Nick and Chrissy Ann, I need your opinion. When I look at every transgender man, woman to man, right? They all look like that weird dude that your friend had as a roommate. That weird guy who didn't talk a lot, kind of looked at you all the time, kind of funny. Talked about making furniture out of human skin. It's just a day. I don't know.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
Exactly. It's like, boy, I tell you what, I really love the feel of leather or human skin if you can get it. What? Nothing. I mean, I'm just telling you because I look at that picture. Now everybody could go to this. It's just on Yahoo. Just type in, transgender gives birth, whatever.
Yeah, it's sorry, but you are screwed up. You got something wrong in your mind. You're screwed up. And now you're going to bring in a little person into the world, and now you're going to F them up. Congratulations.
Well, it was like was it Amazing Desmond? And they have him dancing at a strip club.
Oh, yeah. That was jacked up.
And they also have an interview with him hanging out with two gay guys. And one of them was in prison for he was a sexual predator.
What the hell's that kid's parents?
Oh, they're just letting him be free. Like the kid, like anytime he's doing an interview or anything, he looks drugged half the time.
Nick, let it free. Let's hear the zipper.
I don't have it.
Here, I'll do it. That's my sound effect. I can contribute.
Boom, boom, boom.
That was the. Was that the Price is Right?
Yeah.
Bob has 17 people in his chat right now.
You know why? Because everybody's fighting.
Yeah, they got trolls in there all
I
the
can't
time.
handle the fighting. I know that it's supposed to boost your numbers, but I don't want that.
Why
That's
is
crazy.
Michelle getting involved in all the drama? By the way, too, she's in the.
I don't know. Somebody else is on there. Who else is on there?
Who
I know, but
cares?
Michelle was in there earlier, like screaming.
Yeah, is that
Yeah.
Deplorable Dan?
I don't know. Who cares? What does it matter? Why
Yeah.
would we even be in there?
Yeah. Who cares?
So yeah, so let's move it along here. So what we've gone through the nut jobs that are in the former Democratic Party, AOC and the rest of these nitwits. And then we're going through the transgender. I'm a biological woman, identify as a man. All this crap. I mean, what else? I mean, there's more going on that's irritating not only us but people in the chat room and just in general. Any of you guys?
Well, I mean, go ahead. Well, Christiane, you go ahead. You start.
No, go ahead, because I was going to say we're almost at 2 hours, so maybe we should wrap things up.
Well, hey, as far as the Democrat Party goes, there's always a ton of players to worry about, to examine. But right now, I think your two stars of the party are Omar, AOC, and to a lesser extent Tlaib. I think Nancy Pelosi is really feeling it. I think she's feeling she's feeling the fracturing of the party. I really do, and I think that's the one thing that gives me hope for 2020 election is I just think they're going to eat themselves to death.
Yeah, me too.
Tasty.
Exactly.
I think Nancy Pelosi has gone so far that she's become like this dictator, and
you notice how skinny she's gotten lately. She's just like saving all her hunger for when that happens.
She looks like Skeletor on diet pills
and vodka.
Vodka.
Yeah, it's going to
She's constantly slurring her words. She can't coherently make a complete sentence.
Why does it have to be complete? That's really judgmental.
I know. I know.
She's always having brain freezes, and she's always having glitches and brain freezes.
Well, I just thought it was just indicative of her to wear a scepter on her breast, on her collar, during when he was.
Baby, you got a scepter on your titty.
I know. I do. But that's different. That's different.
It's a different kind of scepter.
Yes.
So in the end, Father, I'd like to see these guys just keep going at each other. I'd like to see that internet. See, and what we talked about a couple of episodes ago was intersectionality. This is where all the head-on collisions start. If we start getting Tlaib and Omar to start talking about, homosexuality and gay marriage, now the other factions to the left are going to come after him and eat him. If you get AOC to keep talking about economics, that's perfect.
Yeah,
because she has no idea what she's talking about, even for someone like me. And then if you have like Joe Biden, who really looked bad, but there's tons of sound bites on him.
Yeah,
just looking like a total jackass. This party's in trouble in a lot of different ways. And then you got Bernie Sanders. Get off my lawn. You goddamn kids, I'm going to legalize marijuana.
Dribble
Can
it.
somebody get him a comb?
So, I'm sorry, what?
Can somebody get him a comb? He needs to brush his hair.
He does. Look, I am going for the Mo Fine look. The Larry Fine look. Leave me alone. And then I think the other thing that is, we talked about it a little bit earlier. Chrissy-Ann, Father and I were kind of saying that China could be waiting it out.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good sign that, remember, did you see that Xi canceled a meeting in March at Mar-a-Lago?
Who did?
President Xi. the Chinese
Really?
president.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know
So he
that.
canceled. Well, so he canceled the meeting.
Hmm.
He officially removed a trip from their calendar, meeting Trump in March from the official calendar. Chinese government officials concerned President Trump will embarrass President Xi by walking away if they don't hammer out a final trade deal. So you see, I think that to me is very telling that this could work out in our favor
Yeah.
quite well. That's why they canceled the meeting. He's obviously talking. We don't want you to walk out without coming to an agreement. So they want a deal. They want a deal.
Yeah. Yeah. The left is going to be a total shit show. It's going to be amazing to watch because they are going to eat their own. Absolutely. And I just think that I think the president really knows how to. I think he really knows how to play it all out with people. Xi, Pelosi. As far as 2020 is coming up, I think he really knows how to incrementally like play it out little by little by little, and that's how I see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So,
Well, guys, thanks for coming on tonight.
yeah.
Thanks for everybody who came in the chat room and listened tonight. I wanted to thank you all. Remember to check out Liberty Rush.
Check it out. Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
LibertyRush.com.
LibertyRush.com. And check out the contest for the memes. It's pretty cool. The prize is pretty cool. And then two, also leave your anybody who does the best damn it gets a pair of free socks.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
LibertyRush.com, guys. Don't forget to check in there.
Yep.
Free
all right.
socks, y'all.
We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Bye-bye.